Well, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody.
Hey guys, welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Y'all, it's actually a very beautiful day today.
Yes.
Yes, it was a very, very beautiful day. We actually had way more sun out than we do presently, but it is getting later into the afternoon, so I guess it's to be expected.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I had a busy morning this morning so far. I got up early and I had to go to the P.O. box in town. And then one thing led to another. You guys want some story time? Some quick story time? So what happened was, some of you guys know, some of you don't, but I am an avid VR player. I love the Oculus. It's a virtual reality gaming system that essentially is made by Meta, which is controlled by like Mark Zuckerberg. He runs Facebook and Instagram and all that. Anyway, he came out with a virtual reality gaming system. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. And the thing that I love most about it is that you actually are physically active while you're doing it. So instead of like just sitting on your butt, twiddling your thumbs, you're like standing up. You're hitting stuff with your hands, with these lightsabers and stuff. And it's got a lot of really cool apps on there. Anyway, I'm scrolling around. My Oculus, I got it last year for like my birthday. And for some reason, all right, my Oculus gave me the dreaded black screen of death.
Yep.
And it was terrible. So I was trying to relax and whatnot, put the headset on. And they have like this meditation app that you can use in there. It calms you down. They got like these exercise apps. And actually, Tara with White Rock Homestead and Mama V, Possum Run, all of us gals had kind of like talked together, and we're making like a little like VR girls group, and we're going to start exercising together virtually. And I'm all excited about it, right? So I'm getting on there so I can like relax and like sign into everything. I signed in, I got the black screen of death, friends, which means you put your headset on and nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I'm stressing. I'm like trying to fix everything, like factory resetting the darn thing, doing all this. Nothing is working. I'm like, it's sad because there goes my relaxed time and my hang out with my girlfriend's time. And anyway, so I got on to the computer and I started chatting with the Meta help desk, like, hey, can you guys help me troubleshoot this? Can we figure out what's going on? And of course, my warranty for my lovely device had expired 3 days ago.
Yep.
3 days, guys, 3 days. And so I'm sniveling to the customer care service representative and I'm like, I got the black screen of death. Can we try this? And we tried all these different things to try to get it back to life and to try to make it work. And the gal had come to the conclusion that, yes, my Oculus is bricked out. And so, bump-bump-a-dump, wah. And so I was like super bummed because I'm like, man, I just barely lost it by like the 3 days. And the gal, she was super nice. And she was like, hey, look, these things happen. It was due to like an update that they had in their system, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, she's replacing it for me. So yay, thank you, Meta. They're replacing it for me. They're honoring all the warranty and stuff. So I don't know if I'm getting the same one that I had because I had the version 2. And that is no longer available. They don't make them anymore. So I don't know if they're going to upgrade me to the new one, which would be pretty cool. But at the same time, if I just get the same one that I had before, like I'm so happy with that. Yeah. So I had to go to the P.O. box today. Sorry, I'm going on a whole little rant here, babe. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
So I went to the P.O. box today because along like talking with Meta, they gave me like shipping labels to send everything back. And I had to package each controller in its own thing with its own scanner code in its own box, right? So one controller, one box. The other controller, the other box. The headset, another box. And they all have their own shipping labels. Well, I took it to the P.O. box because I didn't even look at the label. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to take it to the post office, Yep. Get to the post office and wait in line, get up in there. And the lady looks at my labels and she's like, yeah, those are FedEx labels. We're not going to be able to take those packages. And I'm all, no. So I'm like, well, where in Booneville is there a FedEx? Because I just assumed I would come to the P.O. box and be able to, Yeah. And no. So she's, to be honest with you, she was unhelpful. But she's a very nice person, and I've dealt with her many a times. I'm not complaining. She probably was having an off kind of a day. We all have those. I have those, so no harm, no foul, but she was very unhelpful. But there was a gal that was behind me in line, and she like kind of heard my conversation with the gal.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, go to like Mercantile on Main, and they take the boxes, and you can drop it off right there. I'm like, yippee, you're so awesome. Thank you. So me and the kids are with me too, by the way. So me and the kids, we pack it on up. We go down to Mercantile on Main, and I go inside there, and here's my stuff, guys. Can I mail it? Yeah, bump, ba-dump, wah. They do UPS, but they don't do FedEx. And I was just like, why? So I asked him, I'm like, well, where is there a place in Booneville, or do I have to go all the way to Fort Smith? I really don't want to go to Fort Smith. I just need to just drop the stuff off. And they're like, actually, if you go to Dollar General, at Dollar General, they have the FedEx pickup. And I'm all, really? So come on, kids. And I talked to the gal at Main Street on Mercantile, and she was super duper nice. I don't know if you're ever going to watch this again, but that is such a cute little store. I had never actually stepped foot inside it. I've driven past it a bunch of times. It's the store that's directly next door to the real estate office when we went and purchased this property.
Okay.
Like literally next door to the real estate office.
Okay.
So if you guys are ever in Booneville, maybe you guys have been living here and I'm just, crawling underneath my rock and finding about this place. But it's such a cute little store. It has like everything in there. It's got clothes in there. It's got stationery things in there. It's got gifts in there. It's a very, very cute little store, and I will definitely be back for sure. Because there's, with the holidays and like birthday presents and stuff, and you never know, like, what do I want to get somebody? Yeah. And what do we always end up doing? Buying on Amazon or buying at like Walmart, because we don't really have a whole lot of options. However, I will be stopping back at Mercantile on Main, or it's Main on Mercantile. I forget what the name is, but I think it's Mercantile on Main. I believe that's the name of the store. But the people that work there are super awesome, very friendly, and they were viewers of our show.
Heck yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. That was really unexpected. But the gal, she was like, I thought I recognized you. And so I got into a chat with her, and she told me to go to Dollar General. We finally went to Dollar General. I'm sitting here telling the story for so long. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, you are good.
I'm sorry.
It's story time. That's
it's
real
story
talk.
time. So I finally get to Dollar General, and I finally drop off the stuff. And the gal that works at Dollar General also watches too. So I was just like bumping into people left and right, these gals that watch us, and people being very helpful. And although it was quite the adventure to drop off my Oculus, so that way I can hopefully get my new one sent to me soon, it was a good adventure. And I was able to bump into some people that maybe I wouldn't have otherwise, and it was really nice to meet you guys. And I will definitely be going back to the Mercantile on Main, because like I said, they've got really cool stuff that you wouldn't even think of.
That's awesome. Stuff
that would be great for gifts, stuff that would be great for having around the house, cool decorations, and just, it's a really neat little store. And I liked how they had it all. And most importantly was the people were so friendly and so warm and inviting and very courteous and just upbeat and happy, And when you go into a place like that and that you feel that environment, like just straight off, you walk in the door and you could feel like just, I'll be back. So letting everybody know that's in the Booneville area. If you guys want some really cool, little trinkets or whatever, or just pop in, see what they got, because they had the whole little display out for Valentine's Day, and it was cool. Awesome. Yeah, it was cool.
Heck yeah.
So I finished running all of my errands. I dropped it off, went to Walmart, got some milk, got some bread, came home. Yeah. And Brittany actually came over while I was gone, and she's hanging out with us today with little baby Eric. Yeah. So we're all just kind of chilling inside the house right now. I'm going to get some cooking and stuff done. It took me a lot longer in town than I had anticipated, just because of all of the many stops and the running into people and stuff. But came home, and I got a package that I'm going to open up, and I'm going to get situated, and I'm going to try out for you guys. I think you guys are really going to like it.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited about it. I'll tell you about it a little bit right now, but you guys will be seeing it in an upcoming video. It's another one of our really awesome sponsors. And essentially, it's a really neat kitchen device. That's like an all-in-one cooker. Apparently, they sell these a lot in Europe, and they sell these types of devices a lot in Asia and in like the UK and like all over there in Australia. But Americans are really slow when it comes to getting some of this newer type of technology. But this cooker, it's a pot, and it will mix all of your food just like a KitchenAid mixer. So it'll mix everything. It also has an attachment on there, so it will chop everything for you. And it also will cook it. So like it'll steam stuff and it will saute stuff and it will cook it like a pressure cooker. So it's literally one device that does all of it. And I'm really excited to try it. Yeah, I've never even seen anything like this before. I'm really excited to try it. And then on the side too, it has like a built-in display that kind of looks like a phone. And it has all of the recipes and stuff just right there. You can slide it with your finger and go through like their cookbook. And I don't know, I'm really excited to try it. So that box was waiting for me when I got home, and I'm just...
It's going to be cool. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Gary. I just blabbered for like 10 minutes.
Good. You are good.
Yeah.
It's real talk.
Yeah, no.
And you went on story time.
I did go on story time. But that's how my day's been so far today, friends. That's how my day's... But what has your day been?
It's been a lot of, just this and that, this and that. I'm
She's always so vague. I'm like extra detailed in details that don't need to be said.
I've been having a really good, relaxing day. It is Saturday.
Yeah.
I did get my back popped when we were out and about, and apparently it was my ribs. Mm-hmm. So my back doesn't hurt anymore. I'm a little sore, but it's not like... I'm like 95% now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, so much better than you were. Like, yes. I've seen you walking around.
I can turn this way.
Yeah.
I can turn this way. I don't have to do one of these numbers to be able to move to where my neck doesn't move, Like,
he's been pretty stiff lately, man. And that's another, thing that it's been kind of a little bit slow going. January is always sort of slow going for us, friends.
Yeah.
But this year, I feel like it's been at an
extra slow. And it's mainly because of that right there.
Yeah.
But go figure. I had a few ribs out of place in my backside there.
How do you get ribs out of place?
It happens a lot. Like,
It's weird.
And I have a feeling it was exactly that motion of pushing the sheets up. I felt something pop.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I was like, that didn't... I mean, I don't know if that was good or not, And yeah, no, it was not good.
You pushed your body to the limit.
I did.
Yeah.
And so it was awesome. I'm super glad that we found a really good chiropractor, because my body definitely needed it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, he pops it and he gets it good. Gets my knees and I'm like, man, I don't want to, man. That hurts.
We've discussed this. The noise alone is like, I do like
it doesn't even like make a sound when he does the knees, but like
shivers.
That thumb behind your knee or whatever he does and like pushes down, it's like, oh, you like, yeah, one of those moments. I don't know. Every single time. And it feels great. And it feels amazing until I get out of the car. And then I'm like, everything hurts.
You're like, oh, I love it when you do me like that. The way you move, baby, got me feeling shivers.
But no, he does. Man, Dr. Spencer, going on skirt. I'm just saying.
Go on it. I just went on it.
He is definitely a really, really, really good chiropractor.
Yeah.
And for one, like me that has been to the chiropractor since I was 14 and many chiropractors, that dude has popped things I've never thought was being able to be popped in a sense, as well as released my back pressure in my lower back that I've been feeling since I was 21.
Yeah.
Like, gone.
Yeah.
I've never been able to get that gone from any chiropractor. And it was the tiniest little... and it was gone. I'm all, what? It's gone. And even with that, I knew it was going to just take some time.
Yeah.
Because my back and everything else, it just was all so tight and everything else. But
yeah. Well, I do have some good news on the cabin build home front, though, guys.
Yes.
So
that was
Gary,
another thing I wanted to get into.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm skating around a little bit on
I'm excited. I'm sorry, I'm a bean spiller. I can't hold it in. I'm so excited, friends.
We did get a quote for our roof.
Yay!
Now, I had contacted roughly about 4 or 5 different contracting companies.
Yeah, local. Would be in our area.
And I've sent them the schematics, and I asked them exactly for the style of roof and everything else that I want, Nobody's gotten back to me.
Well, somebody got back to you.
Somebody got back to me. Well, that was the contractor aspect.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, the contractors. Yes.
Now, none of them got back to me. Now, the metal reputers or whatever that make the metal and everything else like that, I contacted roughly about 5 or 6, and I sent them all the same exact thing. There was 2 that got back to me. One of which was like, "Oh, this is what we got." You know, I was like, "Well, that's not what I wanted." You know, that's why I emailed them back. I was like, "Do you have this style? And can I get a quote for this?" And I sent them all the schematics and all that stuff. They're like, "Oh yeah, we do," and they just sent me the catalog of it, and that was basically it. And I was like, "Man, that's not a whole lot of help. Like, I need a quote." Like,
I saw that on your webpage.
You know, exactly. I was like, that's what I thought, but okay. So, but this other company, I've got a lot of correspondence back and forth. They were asking a lot of questions. They were trying to really help out and everything else like that. And I was able to get multiple quotes for multiple styles of roofs, as well as they did their own schematics and layout exactly of what it is, and gave me a full list of all the different types of trims and eaves and transitions and valleys and all of it. And they gave me the full aspect of it and list and shipping aspects and all that stuff. So I think that that's the way we're going to go about it.
Yeah.
It does come with a 45-year warranty.
Which is amazing, friends. That's amazing. That's warranty on the product, obviously not on the labor, because we would be doing the labor ourselves.
Yes.
But with the price of how everything is and the competence level of the companies and the correspondence, whether they're coming back to you or not or whatever, we will probably end up going with the company that Gary's been in deep contact with, because I took a look at the schematics and stuff that they sent back. It was so professionally laid out. Like, somebody spent a good amount of time looking at our drawings and then actually working with it. They want our business.
They redid the drawings and everything.
Like,
they were
did
okay.
a great job.
And
like, they did fantastic.
Gave us a full, like I said,
and
schematic.
So look, if they want to go ahead and go and do above and beyond like that, well then, to me, you earned my business as a customer.
Correct.
I really enjoy the way that they've been communicating with us. Their product looks beautiful, and the warranty is phenomenal. And it sucks that they won't actually be able to install it for us, because they are just the distribution company. They manufacture the product themselves and then they send it out to everybody. So it would be one of those situations. So it does kind of suck, because I wanted another quote to compare it to, having somebody install it versus just the product. But I can tell you that it will most likely be double of what the product is, and the product has a pretty price tag on it as it is.
Yes.
But it's worth it. Me and Gary are going to feel the pressure of this. We have been saving, and we have been setting funds aside, and we've been doing as much separate odd job type stuff that we can possibly do to gain more income for this. And we've been preparing ourselves for this, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to feel the squeeze, because I promise you we are. And it's okay. Yep. We are good. We've been preparing for this. But it is going to be one of those things where it's like, ugh.
No matter how prepared you are, the prices of what it is, it's a no matter what, it don't matter.
But it's okay. Look, we're blessed with the experience that we got to gain by helping Mama V over at her house. Although it's a different type of metal that we're going to be using than what we used at her place. The experience that we gained being able to lend a helping hand at her place is so valuable to us. Yes. We learned so much by helping her out at her place. It was a really good, feel-good family moment. You know, everybody got together, everybody had all hands on deck, and we wanted to do it just to do it. But, you know, the selfish thing in us, right? Everybody's got a little something. It was gaining more experience. Right. Sure. And we gained so much experience over there. And I know for a fact that when we call in the A team and we are ready to get this thing going, man, it's going to go so quick. It's going to go really great. All of the pieces are going to be already prepped and ready to go. So it's literally going to be lay A right here, lay B on top of A, C on top of B, and let's go. Let's get it. And between me and Gary, and Mike and David and Drew and Tim actually said, hey, I went in on that. Mm-hmm. And so between us guys, I know for sure that roof is going to go up flawlessly. I'm so excited. Now, if Gary and we haven't pulled the trigger on it, like wrote him a check and said, yes, done deal. So we haven't done that. We wanted to wait a little bit longer for these other companies to kind of give us the word back, but we're like 95% sure. We already know where we're going to go.
We already know where we're going to go with it because they've been so good with it. I want to go back upstairs or up on the roof and just triple check measurements off of what their schematics are and everything else like that.
Of course he does.
With this big of a purchase, I don't want to be short. You know?
I'm literally just poking at you. I want you to too. Listen, I want you to too. I'm just trying to be funny. It failed. Okay, it failed.
I'm just saying.
That joke landed flat.
I really don't want. You're good. I really don't want to screw that one up.
Yeah.
So they're just triple check all that stuff and cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure that you're good with it. I'm good with it. Mm-hmm. Send them saying, hey, yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it. The one thing that is going to happen is we're going to have to get a hold of good old David.
Come on with the come on.
I already talked to him today, actually. So he's in the know on it all and all that. But we're going to need to get Uber over here to unload the freight and all that stuff.
And the freight, so like from my understanding, if we cut them a check, let's just say I did it today. We were like, yep, let's go. It's still going to take about a month or so until we can get the product here on our door. They will give us...
It might be sooner than a month, but for the most part, it's a little over a month.
That's what they say, average. And it depends too. Well, what's the weather going on, guys? It's just like what everybody's kind of been dealing with. Because if it's coming from a little bit north of us, they still got a lot of snow.
Yep.
You know, we are finally good with that. We got a lot of mud, but we're finally good with that. And so it's kind of just going to be one of those things where we're going to be one of those. We might order. It might take a month. It might take 6 weeks. It might be here in 3 weeks.
No,
we really don't know. But Gary and I want to make sure that we are ready for it when we do decide to make our purchase, which I believe sometime next week we will be having to go back to the bank to deposit to make our purchase and everything, right? Because we've been squirreling away our little nuts here and there, preparing ourselves for this purchase. Because, everything that we're doing with our house, guys, we pay for in cash.
Yep.
Yeah, I know a lot of you guys know that, but to those people that don't know that, this is how we've been building our house, is with little bits at a time as we can afford it. We're trying to do a debt-free homestead, and sometimes we're able to go a lot faster than others because it just depends on...
No.
It just depends on a lot of variables.
Depends on a lot.
A lot of variables.
For sure.
But we are super blessed to be in this position. We are so grateful and so thankful for you guys watching and supporting us by your viewership. That alone, we never need you guys to send us anything. We never need you guys to do anything like that to help us. The only thing that I do need you guys to do to keep us going is to keep watching our videos, keep commenting on our videos, keep liking our videos, tell everybody to subscribe, share it on your social media platforms. These are all free things that you can do that seriously help us out financially. Whether you realize it or not, it does, because the more views, that's how we earn an income, is based off of our views. It's not off of subscribers, it's based off of viewership.
Yep.
So there's that. And I want to thank you guys for always supporting us, guys. Seriously. Yes. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this with us, for watching the journey unfold. Because without you, we could still do this. I'm not going to say we couldn't do this, because we could, but it might take a little longer than what we've been able to do. And our journey would look differently than what it looks like. Because, right now, where we're at. Would we still be doing this? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if YouTube was to be gone tomorrow and there was no more of this sharing the experience, me and Gary would still be out here on the 41.36, and we'd still be doing the darn thing,
Yep.
But having you guys to share in this joy with us and share in this journey with us, we're growing a lot as people, and I really hope that somehow, some way, we're affecting your lives positively, maybe inspiring you guys in some ways. That's what I can hope out of it for the most part, and some friendship along the way, because I really do look at you guys like y'all are our friends. So, but so that's where we're at with the metal, friends. I'm really excited. It looks like it's going to be coming soon. Since we had to have a town day, and then basically I had like an editing day,
Well,
and Gary was doing homeschool and stuff. And then today was another kind of town day. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but it just turned into what it turned
it is
into.
what it is. I'm glad that it was, because like I said,
It gave you another day.
it gave me another day with my back. And I can't tell you guys, like, that's the worst pain I've ever been in. And like tying the scoliosis mess up in my back when I was 14, like,
Well, yeah, and Gary got hit by a
very
car when he was
tying.
14 too.
So
So-
there's, my body's screwed up.
And like not
But-
like in a vehicle got hit by a car. No, he was on a moped and got hit by a car. And like,
One of
whee!
those Vespas that weighed 250 pounds. My foot got stuck underneath it.
Got dragged.
Yep.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
know.
hurt, dude.
I know. I'm so happy
But-
you're here, baby. And it wasn't worse. I'm so happy that you made it, baby. I'm so happy. You know, it's really amazing if you think about it. Like, all of the obstacles that have been placed in our way in life, throughout life, and the different directions that our lives could have gone. It's just if one thing would have been different, if just one little thing in your life would have been different, then you wouldn't be here. If one little thing in my life would have been different, I wouldn't be here. And so I'm so eternally grateful to God for allowing us to be here, but also allowing our paths to cross the way that they have and to be here. Because there's always that pivotal moment that you can look back at in your life. And some people have several pivotal moments. Some people only have one, that they might be able to think of. But I would say on average, most people have a couple, right? Think back in your life. Can you look back on your life? And you don't have to share it in the comments, but if you feel like sharing it, I would love to read your guys' stories on, what was that pivotal moment in your life where you hit a fork in the road and you either had to make a decision to go left or to go right, or something in your life happened and that forced the direction for you. What was that? Because I can think of a couple of different things in my life personally that I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be alive. I'll just say that. And there are several things that happen in Gary's life where he wouldn't be alive.
Yep.
And it's a miracle.
It's a miracle that I'm still here.
And look what you've done. I'm so proud of you, Gary. I'm so proud of you.
Love you.
I love you.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's what we've done.
I know.
What we have done.
It gets us all in our feels, guys. It gets us all emotional when we start thinking about that. Let me tell a bad joke.
Which one?
Okay. I can't think of any right now because I'm on the spot, darn it. But I love you.
I love you.
We're doing the darn thing.
Yes, we are.
Progress is not always super fast, but it's just in time. It's just in time. And I'm really thankful. Again, I'm just, at the end of our year in review video, I talked about how the one word that I can think of to bring together like the emotion and like the feeling of everything of our journey, and it was gratitude. And I mean that, guys. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm humbled. I'm thankful. I'm astonished. I'm amazed. This whole journey, and it's not just the YouTube thing, but the YouTube thing has a big part to play in it, right? But just this whole journey on how our lives have unfolded, I'm so grateful because I know that this wasn't the trajectory of our life. The trajectory of our life and what was expected of us in our lives was not this. It was, to be honest with you, not good. And to be where we are now, in a good place, I'm so thankful for the rough road that got us here.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So, anyways, there's a baby in there waiting for some nanny snuggles, and I'm going to get in there, and I got a new package that I want to open up and try out for you guys. I hope it's good. I really do. If it's not, you won't see the promo. If I try it, if I open up the box and it's like Womp womp ba-dum, wah. I'll be sending it back and you won't be seeing the promo. But I really hope it's good because I really want to do the promo for them. And also I really am excited to try this new like cooker thing. It looks awesome. And from what I've done my little research, right, it seems like they're really popular in Europe and like Australia and Asia and stuff. And America's just kind of slow on their game. So I'm excited to try it.
It'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be cool to see what it can do and how easy will it make your making food aspect.
Yeah, well, like the Instapot is like a one pot cook. You dump everything in there and you set it and forget it. Well, this thing is supposed to kind of be the same type of way.
Yeah.
And that's the best type of cooking for me. I'm just saying, I'm a busy person.
Yes.
I love to cook. I really do. I'm not always the best at it, okay?
But at the same time, right, even with that aspect, Instapot wise, food burn.
Yeah, food burn. Dreaded food burn.
So it makes me wonder in those aspects. It's like,
I know.
It's going to work for a little bit and then go, what the heck?
Why? We'll find out. I don't know. It'll be cool to test it out. It'll be cool to try it. If, excuse me, I feel like I got a hiccup and burp at the same time. Okay, sorry, it passed. Anyway, like I said, if I try it and it's not all it's cracked up to be, I will not be presenting it to you guys because I'm not going to bring anything to you guys that I don't genuinely think is cool. I won't. If I don't like it for one reason or another, or I don't find value in it, whether it's like a service or a product or whatever, I'm not going to bring it to you guys.
No.
But if I get an opportunity and somebody wants to partner with us and I think that either their service or product looks cool and I can see the benefit in it, well then heck yeah, I'm all on that.
Why not?
Why not?
No.
That's great. So yeah, so we're going to work on some of that stuff. Tomorrow, Gary and I are planning on getting back to work because this week coming up is going to be a couple more town trips. We have more appointments. We have more things we got to do. It's just that kind of year for us with the kids, with like the kids got their eye doctors and stuff they got to go to. It's just, little interruptions or whatever that are necessary that we need to take care of.
Yep.
So we are planning on working through this weekend. I'm going to get some stuff done today. We're going to work on the house tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a bright, beautiful, sunshiny day.
Yep. We're going to try to get that ice and water shield up.
Yep.
It's finally warmed up enough to where I don't think that we're going to have any issue of it sticking.
Yeah, it should stick.
It should stick. We've been having really bad winds, and if you guys knew how much that ice and water shield is and all that stuff, like I really don't want to stick it up there for it to blow off.
Yeah, no.
I'd be very
I would cry.
Very pissed. And then
he would be pissed and I would cry. I would probably literally cry. But and then he'd be pissed because I'm crying, not because I'm upset, but because something made me cry and I'm his wife and he's like,
Correct.
Protector. He's not mad at me for crying. He's just mad that something made me cry.
Correct.
So it would be bad, guys. It would be super bad. So that's why we've been also trying to put that one off. But tomorrow looks like a beautiful day to do it. Yes. I've taken lots of deep breaths. I've prayed about it. I've been on the roof several times. I will be able to be your right-hand gal, although I don't think I'm going to have to be on the roof. I think I'm going to have to be inside cutting, and I'm going to be handing it up to you like we did last time. But if he needs me, listen, I've been praying about it. I've been breathing about it. I've been like, I'm ready.
They say,
put me in, coach.
They say not to run a piece the full length and to cut it at 10 to 15 feet. Mm-hmm. Here's my thing. The first piece that goes up right here on this top side is almost the full sheet.
Yeah.
I almost want to try to roll it out in one piece.
Okay.
But in order for me to do that, I need a chalk a line, and I'm going to probably need your help up there.
I will get up there, baby. I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
It's such a long piece, I mean, it's almost 60 feet for the outer piece right there, So, I mean, if it's 75 feet, we might be able to cut off 15 foot of one piece and just bring the big piece up, put that out, cut off the end pieces or however we need to do. And then that 15-foot piece that we cut off should start our first piece.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It might be I might be asking for it and trying to roll it out in that
Just
big way.
remember the old sweet mantra, the KISS mantra.
Oh, I know.
Keep it simple, sweetie.
I feel like that would be simple instead of cutting and splicing and trying to.
What I mean by that is don't overthink it.
I know.
Just make a think about it, look at it, make a decision, and then stick with it. Don't make a decision and then try to rethink your decision that you made and doubt yourself.
After I already made my decision.
Yes, make your decision, and then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing then, friends. Whatever.
Chalking a line, and we're gonna try to put one big old piece of. That's what we're doing then.
Just think it through, make your decision, and then that's the decision. There's no going back and rethinking. Just let's go.
And now, if it works out really well, I might just have you cut the pieces.
However you need me.
But then
How
again,
do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up in the cash lane, living in the fast lane. Ah, for real. Hey, how do you want it? Sorry.
But
I'm getting delirious.
Nope, it's all right.
It's all right. But I love you guys. I'm trying to make up for lost times. You know, we've been really sporadic, and I really do love you guys. I really do miss you guys. I'm getting out of my funk. I was a little functified there for a little bit. I was kind of going through some stuff behind the scenes, trying to hide it from you guys to the best of my ability, because when I'm like down in a funk, I don't want to bring anyone else down, you know? I try to like hide when I'm down. But I'm getting out of it, and I feel so good, guys. I feel good today. I feel really good today, and we're going to keep that vibe rolling. So I'm going to get out of here, friends. Thank you so much for always loving on us and for spending your time with us. We will be back tomorrow. We will this time, friends. We will, because we're actually going to, be outside working, and we're going to be in that mode, and, we shouldn't have too many distractions. But we'll be outside tomorrow. We're going to real talk with y'all, and then we're going to get to work up on top of that roof, and yeah. So anyway, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we will see you all tomorrow. So until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.